to Polyarts Co, my YouTube channel. In a previous video, I talked about the flowers that you can use for resin, how to dry them, and what kind of flowers work well for resin. I tend to mainly concentrate on smaller flowers because that's what I use for making the jewelries and stuff like that. So in this video, let's talk about the other flowers that I've dried throughout the summer and spring, so you can see what you could possibly use in the next season. These are ferns that I got from when I went to the cottage. I tend to they can grow very big, but the ones that I picked were small. I can see why people use this a lot on their resin. They dry very well. Again, the drying method is put them on paper towel, then put your plant or whatever you want to use, leaves, flowers, and then fold the paper towel and then apply a ceramic tile on top of it, then put this inside the microwave and heat it up for, typically for me, 1 minute and 20 seconds. So at 1 minute mark, you can come in and check to see whether they're dry enough or not. You would definitely feel it, whether they're dry. So these are the ferns. And then I have some cedar that I did. As you can see at the bottom, they're like needles, like they're flaking. They're very brittle. So this is probably useful if you want to use it for something Christmassy and stuff like that. Again, drying using the towel method, paper towel method, and microwave. This is my Clematis, actually. My Clematis plant, the flowers don't last very long on the vine. So these were what's left on with the petals. They were actually, I think, purple. They might be purple, or these are the red. I didn't really wanted to dry them because they are kind of big, but I feel like I could probably use them for a phone case or something like that. But they dry very well. I just wish they were smaller so I can use them in jewelry, but they do dry very well. The color faded, as you can see, but the structure, the integrity of the petal themselves, they're pretty good. And this one is the hydrangea. Actually, they were actually pink. My hydrangea was pink, but they dry in a lavender color, actually. And I can see why a lot of people dry the hydrangeas, because the structure or the integrity of the petals, they are there. They don't lose, well, they lose color, they turn a different color, but they are still pretty. So I know why people are now using hydrangeas for drying. They are really good, and there's plenty in just one big bunch of hydrangea, like the ball of flower, like a big ball. There's plenty of them. This is just a few on which I cut from the big ball. Let me see. I think I've done quite a bit because they're so pretty after I've done it. Yeah, so I have varying sizes, so I can work. If I do it in jewelry, I will be able to choose sizes. I think there's one more set here. Yeah, there it is. Yep. And then I also dried lavender. This came from my plant. I was told to, well, I researched in the internet, and to dry lavender, they said we should get them while they're still somewhat closed. They're not yet like fully bloomed or open. And to dry this, you pick them as a bunch, then tie them. I use a rubber band to keep them together, and then use a wire, and then just hang it in a cool, dry place. Now, they still smell good. I guess if you would use them for potpourri or something like that, they would be good. But as for resin, I'm not too sure we could use them because the flowers have faded. They were lavenders. Well, they are called lavender. They're the English lavender. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna use this for resin, but there it is. That's what we have. And here I have a Coreopsis flower, 2 Coreopsis flowers. They are not great. They look very good as a flower, but once dried, they're not structurally. I'm not gonna use it. It's the petals separate, so they're not really good. I just wanted you to see what it looks like. Some of the ones that you buy online, like the daisies and things like that, they look good. I'm not even sure whether they're real or not, or they're probably dried with silica. But with the microwave method, I don't like how it looks. So yeah, not gonna recommend the Coreopsis as something to dry through the microwave. Now, I want you to see some of the ones that I used before. This is baby's breath colored with alcohol inks, and used the microwave method. That's why it's flat, and they are still good after a year or so. So that you know, I still use them in my projects. In some of the tutorials, you will see them. This was dried using the oven method, not the microwave, just on the oven, and colored with alcohol ink as well. They become small they shrink due to the oven temperature, but they are still usable. I still like them because the colors are good. And that's it for the colors. Sorry for dropping that. That's it for the resin flowers. I wanted to do this video so before I started using the rest of the flowers, so you know where they came from. Thank you. Bye.